loves, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be showing you folks my journal setups, my planner setups, and then you'll just come and plan with me. So let's get to it. Okay, so the journals that I do have, I have 3 different journals. One is a planner, one is a daily journal, and then one is a book journal. So this is my daily planner. This is the Hobonichi Weeks. And this is the Tomie anime manga collab with Hobonichi. Next, this is my book journal. I'll show you the inside of this in just a second, but I use this to write all my reviews. And this case is from Amazon. This is a Motorum case. It is like a leather case. And this is the Midori A6 notebook. And then lastly, we have my daily journal. This is the Tomie Hobonichi A6 cover. And inside, we have the Hobonichi Techo A6 size. And then all my cute little stickers. So let me show you close-ups. Okay guys, this is my daily journal. This is the Hobonichi Techo A6, and I'm not going to really dive too deep into like what I write daily because, you know, it's a daily journal. But this is my cover. I just put some cute little stickers on here. And then there are like some wallet, like card pockets here. But I just have some random things. So I have this Post-its. I have this really cute Sailor Moon sticker that I'm afraid to use because it's so cute. This little piece here came with this binder or this folder. This is just Tomie from this manga. And then here I have some random little stickers. I have Mao Mao and Jinshi. One of my friends somewhere gave me these stickers, so I just keep them in here. I think they're so cute. And then this is printed onto this cover, and so I like to leave that space open. This is my daily journal. I have been trying to journal every day. Have I been successful? No, but it's okay. I'm just doing the best I can, you know. This is going to be like the yearly spread, so it goes by months. I use this as my book tracker, actually. Aside from my actual book journal, I like to just put this in here, my start and finish dates. So I'll be using that as my book tracker. Then I just have, you know, generally what I like to do. So yeah, that is my daily journal. I try to journal in the evening, but I actually think I prefer to journal in the morning. But really trying to hold myself accountable by using this every day. Okay, this next book that I have is my book journal that I will be using for 2026. This case cover is the Motorum A6. You can get this on AliExpress or on Amazon, and one of my best friends, Mel, recommended these to me, and so she has a few of them. I got this clip just recently. This is from Kinokuniya. This is a Miffy book clip. I just think it adds a little bit of cuteness to my journal setup. This sticker says professional reader and trinket collector. And I just wanted to use it as the book cover. This has a plastic sleeve on this. This is the Midori A6. Okay, on this side, I have just random things. I have my Clefairy Pokemon card. I got this sticker off of Etsy. This is Lizzie McGuire, and it's like a book sticker. I have this Mau Mau sticker, and I actually have this as a tattoo. I love it, so I keep it with me. This is a photo card from one of my favorite mangas, which is The Guy She Was Interested Wasn't a Guy at All. If you are a manga reader, I highly recommend this. I love this. It's a Yuri, I mean, it's the two girls. And then I got this little sticker from one of the Etsy girls, and it just says, "Take care of yourself," and I stuck this there. Behind this, I just have some random like washi stickers to use. This is my 2026 book journal. I put books on my therapy. And then this is my YouTube cover or header that I printed out, and I stuck that here. This is my star ratings on my 2026 journal on how I'll be rating my books. So 5 stars is I loved it so much I cried or got chills. I would reread and tell my friends about it. 4 stars, mostly loved it, but something was missing or pissed me off. 3 stars, it was okay. I liked it enough to finish it, lightly to forget the story. 2 stars, I finished it but barely held on. It sucked, but I read it, unfortunately. 1 star, DNF, torture, terrible, and I just couldn't do it. I haven't had any 1 stars, or 2 stars actually, yet. These are the books that I'm going to be reading, or I have read. This year I started off with the Throne of Glass series, and I am just finishing up this last book. And I have a couple of empty pages because I like to put books there. And then this is how I'm tracking my mangas. So I have all the mangas that I've read, all the volumes, and yeah, this year alone, I include my mangas in my book reading. So this year alone, I've read about 24 books. Skipped a couple of pages. Then we go into the monthlies. So January, my reading goal was 10 books. Books I read were 18. My favorite book, my least favorite book, and then my favorite characters. So how I do this, and I'm not going to dive into every single book, but how I do this is the title, the author, the dates that I read that, the rating that I gave it, how I read it, either Audible, Kindle, physical book. I print out a cover of or a sticker of the cover of the book, and then I just do my little blurb here about the book, basically what I liked about it so much, or what I liked about it, and etc. Yeah, and so I've done this for everything. I didn't get to print this one yet, but I will. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, I didn't get to print this yet, but I will. And then just kind of going through the books that I've read. February goals are 8 books. Just kind of outlining that. My most recent finish was Nana Volume 19. I love Nana manga and anime. And so I'm going to be reading Nana Volume 20 in just a bit. Yeah. And that's kind of really the gist of my setup for my reading book, my reading journal. It just keeps me accountable, and I really love to read. So, it's just like a fun, cute little hobby. Yeah. Okay, this is my Hobonichi weeks. inside the front cover, just some random stickers that I have here, and this is like a little pocket. This is what I use to track my periods and my weight loss or my weight throughout the year. This is the yearly spread. And then my monthly spreads will have things like all my payments that we have and any kind of special events we have coming up. Yep. And then it dives into the weekly spreads. And so just kind of a flip through. I missed that week, but generally I like to kind of put some stickers. And so my to-do this week, or last week, I'm sorry. And so we're gonna plan this week together. Okay, when it comes to my planners, I generally like to book or not book them, but fill them out the week prior, normally the Sunday prior to the week, just because I'll have a better understanding of things that I need to do, things that I need to pay for, and then any upcoming events that I have to plan for in the week. So this is this week's spread that we're going to be working with. Okay, this is my planner set up for this week. Tomorrow is my wife's birthday, so we'll be celebrating at home. And then I'm going to make her meatloaf, which she loves, and or bake a cake. And so that's on my to-do list. And then, yeah, this is generally how I set up my planner. I have my activities or things that I have to do, or just general space here. This is where I'll have all my bills that are due and the days that they are due. Then I'll mark my exercise, and then I am going to be tracking my steps this week, and so a little bit of that, exercise and steps. And right now the things that I plan to do as far as my breakdown and split this week. Daily habits include reading, exercise, journaling, vitamins, and Japanese. I like to keep track of these, and when I do them, just to make sure that I am trying to get them done all every day of the week. Spending, this is where if I spend anything this week, I do like to track what my expenses are and how much I'm spending on things. So this will maybe get filled out this week. And then my running to-do lists of things I have to do. So, yeah, that is my general layout of my Hobonichi weeks. Some pens that I like to use are these Micron pens. These are like, they kind of remind me of like Sharpie pens. I also use my Uniball 1 gel pen. I think this is an 05. That's what I used this week. Additionally, my favorite highlighters are the mild liners. I have these in a bunch of different colors, and so that's the pink that I used this week. And then I just bought this one. This is a finer tip marker, and then also a dotter. And so I used that dot pen right here to dot my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Yep. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. It's just a little bit about my journals and basically how I use them every day. But yeah, this is my weeks planner, my book journal, and then lastly is just my personal journal and how I want to like daily reflect. I'm interested in knowing what you folks use as your planners or daily journals. If you have any questions, please reach out to me or comment. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!